Okay, so here's my garden update. I don't know how well this is gonna go because the dogs are on one today. But these guys, I think, gotta get that weed out of there. But I believe this is watermelon that I have growing there. Yeah, it's not a good thing that Neva doesn't know what she's growing, but I did put cantaloupes in here. I've got something growing up there. I've got beans, and I think that's a gourd. That lettuce looks really pretty. I'm proud of that one. Some corn and beans that actually came up through there. Next year I'll do that a little differently. Here's the squash plants that Audrey's cousin gave me. And then there's, depends on where you come from, cilantro or coriander, just depending on where you're from, what you call it. My bean plants that I grew into my Brussels sprout stalks. This is a squash plant that I replanted from the front. I'll show you the tire. I had to thin it out. My basil in this tire, some of it's growing. That's good. I tried to grow tomatillos. All that grew was cilantro, it looks like, but that's okay. My dill and my kale haven't come up, and I don't know if they will. These are my marigolds and some sunflowers and some morning glories that I planted all along there. My corn is doing amazing. My Brussels sprouts, not so much. They're kind of getting shaded out by the corn. But some of my beans are doing real good. Yeah, but my corn is doing, it's big. Last year it never did grow. It just was wimpy. That's my onion bed still. Okay, so on the left and right there is okra. And it's growing like fast now. It first didn't grow at all. And that's another squash plant that I replanted. Here's some squash plants I replanted, but only one of them. The other ones, they just, whatever. I replanted that one. It was pretty big, and I thought, well, I'll give it some space. But as you can see, there's lots of ants on it, and it was gonna bud. But these two leaves, yeah. There's one of my canna lilies that LG's cousin brought me. This is my pumpkin plant, and it is just plants, I should say, and they have taken off. Like, they're huge. Look at them. All of those leaves. And then this one is yellow squash, and I want to show you because I'm about to pick that big one. But looky there, I've got 3, and there'll be lots more to come, I'm sure. But yeah, see, look, there's one that right here. That's what turns into the squash. But yeah, this one will get picked pretty soon. But I've got lots of blossoms still on there. Oh, and there's another one. But then this, I don't know what it was that I grew last year, but it was supposed to have carrots in it, and it doesn't. So we'll see what this grows. I think it's broccoli or cauliflower, so maybe I'll get some this year. My butternut squash is finally taken off. It's finally growing, and it's looking greener. It was kind of yellow. So my bean stalks that I put up against this lettuce that went to seed, they're growing pretty nicely. Here's my zucchini. I'm really hoping I like zucchini, and I think this is my only tire with zucchini in it, so that I can tell I don't have any baby ones, but I'm starting to get lots of blossoms. Here's some sunflowers that I planted, that I put some squash in there, replanted, but they're not doing so good. Another canna lily. So here's my cucumbers, and look, I have blossoms. Awesome, huh? It's gotten big. My rose bush came back. I'm so happy for that, because you know it was dying. And that one is getting new life, so that's good. My think of the name of it now. Son of a gun. Geranium, that's it. I had done the white on one side and that pink. I think that pink is beautiful. It's doing well. My creeping Jenny is doing good. Basil that I had replanted. I have some growing in the house because they were $1 a piece, so I got them because I love the smell of basil. That sage, and there's another sage somewhere that I bought yesterday, is all going to go in the front somewhere to make a big bush. These are my 2 pepper plants, this one and this one. I think this one's the jalapeno, and I think this is a habanero. So this plant, if you remember, I can't remember if I told you or not, was completely dead. And I brought it back here to the plant hospital. It's doing better. Here's some pepper plants. I know that these are sweet peppers. I don't know if that's a cayenne pepper or a weed coming up. Then habaneros, serranos, jalapenos, and then there might be some stuff from last year growing up, to be honest, because I planted some stuff and I didn't take all that soil out. So we got some plants on clearance yesterday. I got a fig, which I'm not going to plant them till the 100-degree weather is over. We're just going to keep them back here shaded. But there's a fig, a creeping fig, climbing fig, I think. This one's called a strawberry tree. And it's supposed to get really tall. Look how healthy it is. And then this one is a, what's the name of it? Well, I can't think of it right now, but it grows real tall and pretty big flowers on it. My tomatoes, 2 of them are doing great. The other one in the back, not so well. My lettuce is kind of growing. I think this tire needed more. I am growing some carrots finally, if you can see them, along with a little bit of basil. My foxglove, I need to trim it back. I think it is done flowering. My yellow canna lily, I think it's pretty much done. This yucca, I got one last week. I was so excited. It was $5 and it was regularly a $40 plant. So I will show you in the front. There was 2 of them. I didn't get that second one. When we went back yesterday, it was like a sign I needed it. It was still there. So when all this bad weather, this hot weather, hopefully it cools down next week, we're planting him. And then this is columbine. I don't know if it will flower again, but I'm hoping so. And then this is my, oh, that stupid bug needs to get off there. This one was I thought completely dead, but it came back. So I'm very happy for that. Let me kill that bug. I don't like killing bugs, but that's not a good bug to have in your garden. Okay. Okay, now I can continue without those dogs. My little cactus isn't all the way dead. This one's doing good. I remember I was going to make a cactus garden right here. My hens and chicks that my friend blessed me with, they're doing way better than they were. I think they were overcrowded where she had them. This little cacti, on the other hand, not so great. So I think I need to move him because I think he gets way too much moisture where he's at. My marigolds that I planted there are doing well. That's one of my, I think it's meadow sage. More marigolds. My firebush came back. Went into shock, but it's doing good. My dill, I don't know what's up with my dill. Was growing real good, and now it's kind of slowed down. There's that yucca. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Like, I love the colors of it. And of course, yucca does great in New Mexico, so hopefully I'm planting it on the other side of the porch, the other one. So over there is a butterfly bush. I don't know if you can see it, that we planted. I don't remember if I've done an update since I got it, but it's doing okay. Just the flowers. I don't know if I'm supposed to cut the heads back but it's supposed to flower again. Nothing grew in here but a couple sunflowers, but hey, something's better than nothing. These canna lilies are coming in great. And this one, my lilies are dying off, but my lantana, look, it's about to bloom. And this that I thought was completely dead. I really did, guys. It was just a lump of this color right here. Look at it. It's a dianthus, which I wasn't sure if it was a dianthus, but it is. And look at the pretty colors of that. And then this is my friend Priscilla's granddaughter's tire. She has some sunflowers growing, marigolds. I think this is a cantaloupe. And then look at all the carrots. Figures I plant, she really wanted carrots. Figures I planted carrots for her and they grew, but that's okay because she wanted carrots, so I'm happy for her. Here is my Black Lives Matter tire. I need to deadhead some of these, like I didn't want to cut the double one off, but it is getting a little bit dead. But look how healthy all the rest of them. This one died, this petunia died, but my Shasta daisies are doing well, and my Gauna is coming back. My other one died, but this one is coming back, so I'm happy. Then my autumn sage and garden sage is doing well. My autumn sage is just beautiful. Can y'all tell I like sages? Here's my morning glories in my wishing well. I have one blossomed this morning. They haven't started just popping blossoms everywhere, but another purple one. And I did plant other colors. The purples are the ones that are growing. I told you I couldn't don't tell me I can't remember it again. I had thought of the name of this, and now I forgot again. But it's son of a gun, not candy tuft. Phlox, that's it. And I love the little kind of star-shaped flowers. And I can't remember the name of that one, but I love all of this is attracting bees. And some of my snapdragons, not all of them died. Looky there. My daffodils, whether they'll bloom this year, I don't know. But they're huge. Along with mini pumpkins that I planted all kind of along here. Those grew. That was just a haphazard. I had them left from autumn or from fall. And I crushed them up and they grew. My peppermint plant that his cousin gave me is doing well. This is, I believe this is lavender. This is sage. Like I said, I like sage. Here's one of my succulent plants I have outside. I really like it. It's a big one. And then I put a little one with it. I'll have to do an inside garden update when LJ and I get things organized. That's purslane. That it grew in my pots. Why it did, I don't know. One thing about trying to plant it over there where I have a lot of bare stuff, because it will take over and at least it'll be green. There's basil that I'm growing outside. Thyme. I didn't think my thyme was going to grow, but it did. I'm growing thyme. Yeah, that doesn't work, does it? Petunias again. The red and white ones. They keep blossoming and I love it. This one that LJ got me, I got like 2 green onions. But like I said earlier, 2 is better than none. I do have a tomato. Looky guys. And then I have some blossoms, but I just don't know if the heat is not good for them. So up here I have lettuce, jalapeno, my hibiscus. There's my fairy garden. I think it's pretty cool, all the stuff that grew up in there. Made it look even more fairy gardenish. And then these moonflower is what this is, and then yeah, morning glories. I really wanted them to climb up here, but they're not doing as well. Here's a bunch of wildflower type, just different flowers I threw in here. We'll see what pops up. Oh, how pretty. So there's my rose bush, the one that got 1 rose this year. Maybe it'll get more. I think this is a 4 o'clock that I planted last year that came up. Look at these though. They're finally starting to blossom. I did a whole pot of them, and I can't remember what they're called, y'all. But they're going to be pretty. They're going to attract, yeah, pollinators. That's what I was looking for. Here's my candy tuft. It's growing. The old stuff died out. It's growing new. Still don't remember the name of that one. My red yucca And then this, whatever it was that was planted in with it, it didn't give a name for it, but it's growing really good. And my lavender that I planted in here all pretty much died, but it's coming back, so it makes me happy. LJ's dianthus is doing amazing. Look how pretty that red is. I love it. And then here's where I thinned out some squash plants. Like I planted them, a bunch of them, thinking not that many would grow. Well, I was wrong. So I thinned them out, took them to the back, and I don't know if that was the best idea, but I don't think it would have been good for them to be so crowded. So we'll see what pops up out of there. There's sweet mint that I got when it was tiny. My strawberry plant's still alive, but it's not gonna grow any strawberries. I gotta just accept that. But my sweet mint looks awesome. Though we did get quite a bit of rain around the 4th, so it's helped stuff grow, but now we're gonna be in the hundreds all week. And then there's my periwinkle that is not doing so good. That's another lantana that's blossoming. This is a lantana. Oh, it is. It did get some. That's a purple one, and that one's the same color as the other one. Like it's a red, a kind of a coral and a pink, or a, I don't know. When it gets, the blossoms get bigger, you'll see. Here, this one was a white one. It is now done, but I have more coming. My Gladiolas did great. This is my favorite though, y'all. I don't think I can do it justice, but it is, I love that pink. There's the yellow one. I like this corally color too though, how it's like light and dark. And 2 of them grew up there to, well, that's more red, but, and then I see another purple one grew up. Yellow, there's another pink one. Isn't that beautiful? So look at my sunflowers. My canna lilies have come back. They went into shock and they're growing great now. But my sunflowers, so there's the windowsill. They're getting pretty tall, and they're supposed to be the really big ones. So Russian mammoth, I think, is the name of the sunflowers. Then here's, these gladiolas got real tall. Where you plant them makes a difference, and it's just amazing to me to watch. This one I planted from a tube, and look, all the little ones that are coming up. Okay, so we have a few more of these that I bought LJ for his birthday because he really liked them and they were on clearance. I bought like 3 of them for only a couple dollars more than I bought this full price. And of course they're evergreens, so they're gonna be green all winter. And Bruce is doing better, the one I bought him for Father's Day. He's doing better. As you can see, he's got some new stuff on him, or I don't know if you can tell. And the old, like, less dead. So that's good. We're thinking about replanting him though and putting the crepe myrtle. That was the name of the one in the back. I couldn't think of the name. Putting the crepe myrtle right here in the corner. We think that would look nice. So there's the garden update. And one of these days, once I get everything organized, I will do my indoor garden update. And I have to tell y'all eventually about Rebecca from Fiberge Crochet sent me a plant called the Mother of Millions or the Mother of Thousands. Anyway, I named it Roxana. That's its name. Because my great-grandma had 14 kids and raised I don't know how many of her grandkids. And, well, I just got some really cool plants inside. So one of these days I'll do the update on the inside.